Good evening. Today I'm going to try to unravel a mystery. The mystery of the flat earth and the supposed dome over the earth. What I'm going to share today is just things that I have experienced while dreaming. Some people put credence and believability in their dreams. I'm one of those people who do. So if you're not into dreaming, or this may not be the place for you. And also, the quality of this video, yes, I know it's not that great, but that's not important. What's important is I'm going to share a little bit of what I've discovered through dreaming, and hopefully this will shed some light on the flat earth and the dome aspect. I come from the aspect of the ancients said that there was a flat earth, or something that was kind of like a flat earth. And obviously they knew something. But anyway, I have the ability to stay awake when I fall asleep, sporadically. And not just me, lots of people have that ability. It's called lucid dreaming. So while I was lucid dreaming, I made up my mind and said, okay, I am going to go into lucid dreaming and I am going to attempt to find Earth and see if it's flat. So I did that. It was a little rocky, and I couldn't get into space this time like I normally do. So what I did is I asked a person next to me. I said something around the lines of, hey, is the Earth flat or is it round? Or is it both? And they said it was both. And I was like, oh, so you mean it's like a diamond? They said, yes, that's what the Earth is, a diamond. It's not exactly flat, it's not exactly round, it's like a diamond. Maybe somebody will post in the video a link to the video that just came out. It was like 3 years ago, but there was a video about a kid who gets abducted by aliens, and they give him bionic legs, like mechanical legs, and so he can run really quick. But at the end of the movie, he crashes outside of the dome barrier of Earth, and you see this triangle planet. That's Earth. I believe that that's Earth. And I saw that after I had that experience in dreaming. So yeah, I was told that the Earth looks like a diamond. Now, it doesn't mean that everything else in space is a diamond. There probably are Earths that are circular, spherical. Anyway, about the dome. For some reason, I had a question about the dome, so I went back into dreaming, and while having an experience that I remember very clearly, I remember some people talking about a dome. They said it was, and I saw it too. I believe it was a dome that was over the Earth. I could be wrong, but I saw a dome, and it was miles. It was very, very high, and it went like this, super high, and then it spread out kind of like this. It wasn't a circular dome. It was more like a up here, and then kind of, it wasn't like an arc, but it was more like a jaggedy arc, you know what I mean? It wasn't clear cut. Anyway, I was told, I got the impression that it's been here for millions of years, this dome, and it probably took millions of years to create. But it is ancient, ancient, ancient. I don't know how NASA or anyone else is getting out of this Earth and back in. They probably have some technology that allows them to go through it. But I believe there is a dome over the Earth. And when I was in dreaming again, I don't know if I was still on Earth. I think I was, because I asked my spirit guides to show me the matrix of the Earth. And I was in dreaming and looking around. I looked at the sky, and it was painted. I knew it was a room. I knew the sky, it was painted. Because I was like, show me the matrix, show me the matrix. And that's what I was like basically saying. I was like, show me the matrix, show me the matrix. If I want to see outside the matrix. I want to see the matrix. And the rooms, the sky was was a room, and it was painted with the colors of the sky. So it could have some sort of symbolic representation. It might have been real. But anyway, it wouldn't be too hard for them to put a projection. And the only way people were able to get out of that matrix of a fake ceiling was these ancient books that I saw. They were ancient books of knowledge that could guide a person out of the matrix. That was the dream I had. So I was looking at these ancient books that had the knowledge, and those were the guide to get out of the matrix, out of the labyrinth that's been created. So, flat Earth, the dome around the Earth, I believe they exist. I believe that's the case. And another time when I was dreaming again, and I got a view of the Earth from a very distant perspective. So here's the Earth, and I was over here. And it was interesting, but I saw Earth. It was on the back of a being. It looked like, it's hard to explain, but the Earth, what it is, I didn't see it in detail, but the Earth, whatever it is, was on top of the back of a being the being was curved downward. For example, this is the being. Its head's right here, its back's here, and its legs are here, and its hands are going this way, and its head's here, and then Earth is on its back. And it was floating through a bigger Earth. So there was another Earth. So this is what I saw. That's what I knew. Earth was on the back of this being that looked kind of like a person, but not really a person. And he was in the landscape of these mountains of another Earth. Now, how's that for a mystery? So, that's what I've seen in dreaming. I want to go into this in more detail, but I have other objectives in dreaming besides figuring out flat Earth and other stuff like that. So, this is my experience. This is my input on flat Earth, the dome, and a little bit about the topic. So, hopefully that's interesting. And if this isn't interesting, then check out different videos.